May 2nd, 2023, and here are my free 3 best bets for you. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video for you where I try to break down my 3 best bets for the day. And I just want to see you make money. Yesterday, we went 2-1 on the day. You can see right there, we cashed on the Astros running line. Then we also cashed on the 2-team steamer between Durant and Tatum rebounds. We did lose on Jamal Murray's points. It was Jokic's day. I had a feeling that might have happened, but it's all good. You can see our record right here so far on the year. We're still positive on the year. We're still stacking every time, and that's 4 straight winning days for us. So if you are not liking this video, if you're not sharing this video with somebody, you're really just wanting to see them lose money, especially if you know if they're sports bet. So listen, 4 straight winning days. You see the record right there. We're stacking it up, and I've got 3 more plays for you today. So as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video so we can continue to grow the channel and help people make money. Let's go. So for my first best bet of the day, I'm headed over to the NBA, and I'm going with a total on this one. I don't take a lot of totals, but I'm going with the total on this one. And you guys know I don't take a lot of totals, but I'm going with the under in the Lakers-Warriors matchup, under 228. The odds are pretty standard across the board right now, -110. So out of all the bets that I take in the NBA, right, NBA totals are typically the ones that I take the least frequent because it's really hard to kind of predict these high totals. But when I do take them, there's probably an angle behind it, right? So this is going to be one of the most anticipated second round matchups because we have Curry versus LeBron one more time, and it's supposed to be exciting, right? The fans are pumped up. People want to see these 2 stars go at it, these 2 legends, and they're expecting to see some high-flying 3-point spraying action, but I just don't see that happening in this series, truthfully, at least not in today's game. First off, the books expected the same thing throughout the regular season when these 2 teams faced off, and all 3 of the matchups that they played during the regular season went under. Furthermore, after flying over the total in the first game of their series against the Kings, the next 4 of the 6 games went under for the Warriors as well. And same thing with the Lakers. They went over in their first game, and then guess what? The next 4 of the 5 games went under as well in that Memphis series. So the biggest difference that I'm looking at here right now is the style of play. Like, the Kings look to push the ball and speed up the tempo, while the Lakers are going to look to slow this thing down, get it real muddy, and grind it out and make it a half-court game. We saw this against the Grizzlies. This was the biggest reason why the Grizzlies really could not score on the Lakers that well, because they stopped the transition offense and they made the Grizzlies try to beat them in the half court. Now, we know with the Warriors, when are they at their best? When they're running, when they're shooting, when their shooters are getting open in transition, right? They're not matched up against the right defenders, and that's why the Lakers are going to look to quell this. The Warriors are also not shooting that well from the field as best as we used to seeing them. They're right now 9th out of the 16 playoff teams in terms of field goal percentage, at least in that first round. So because of that, I'm not expecting a whole lot of high scoring in this one, and I believe that the Lakers can slow this one down. Now, here's another quick stat for you that might help you out in your handicapping. Historically, the team that is off of a Game 7 victory has struggled in Game 1 of the following series. The teams that have won Game 7 are actually 33-51 straight up in their next game, and guess what? If that means that the Warriors are going to lose today, I'm not saying that, but that's what the numbers are saying. I guarantee you it's not going to happen on an over. It's going to happen because the Lakers caused defensive hell for them. Because of that, I'm going with the better defense right now. AD is in prime defensive player of the year type form. He's leading the playoffs in blocks, and I'm expecting the Lakers to slow this one down, grind it out, and the Warriors' legs might be a little bit tired and fatigued after a long series against the Kings. So because of that, give me the under in this first matchup between the Lakers and the Warriors. For my second best bet of the day, I'm headed over to the baseball diamond, and I'm doing something a little bit different as well. I'm going with the first 5 money line matchup in this one, and that is the Diamondbacks on the money line, and the odds are a little bit higher than I usually give you all. You guys know I don't give you a ton of juiced odds at -150s and -140s, but I have to take this one at -143 on Bet Rivers. Now, Zach Gallen is absolutely locked in. Last year, Gallen, he went through one of the longest scoreless streaks in baseball history when he went 44 in the 3rd innings without giving up a single run. Well, guess what? This year, he's currently on another streak in terms of 28 innings without giving up a single run. That's right, 28 straight innings that he has not given up a single run, and that's over his last 4 starts. Now, keep in mind that he has faced some decent hitting hitting teams during this stretch as well in both the Padres and the Brewers, but today is going to be his toughest matchup against this Rangers offense, which is second in the league in runs per game. However, the Rangers, they're sending John Gray to the mound, and I really can't trust it here. Now, he's not the worst pitcher in the league by no stretch of the imagination. He's actually pretty decent, but he doesn't have the lockdown stuff that Gallen has. Let's be honest. Over his last 2 starts, he's given up 7 runs, including 6 earned. But the biggest thing that's got me flagged about that is he gave them up to the A's and to the Reds, 2 of the worst hitting teams in baseball. And because of that, now you're going against the D-backs, which have a lot of speed, and against a very strong pitcher in Zach Gallen, who hasn't given up a run in 4 starts. I don't really know about that one. So because of that, I like the D-backs in the first 5. I think they can get 1 or 2 runs off of Gray here. It's very hard to fade Gallen in the form that he's in. So let's have the starters go at it, and let's ride with the D-backs. We're not going to depend on the bullpens in this one. And let's go with Gallen on the first half money line. Like I said, it's a little bit more juiced, but I think it's almost guaranteed with the form that he's in. And if you're not, then pay attention to my next pick, because you can just add it into the parlay with these. All right, so I mentioned I got a parlay for you guys. You guys always know I'm going to give you a 2-team steamer or a plus 100 value bet. And for today's third best bet, I've got the Yankees money line and the Twins money line. If you parlay those together, you get to about 151 odds. Now, in these games, I'm really backing the 2 aces on the mound. That's going for the Yankees, and that's going for the Twins, and that's Garrett Cole and Joe Ryan. Now, let's start off with Garrett Cole and the Yankees. Yesterday, we saw these Yankees fold in the top of the 9th inning, and that was really tough, but I don't see that happening again today. Cole has been very sharp to start the year. He's 5-0 with a 1.11 ERA and a .84 whip. In his last start against the Rangers, again, I just mentioned how strong an offense they are, second in the league in runs per game. He went 6 2/3 innings and only gave up 2 earned runs with 8 strikeouts. That's something that you really want to see there. Now, Cleveland is already a team that does not score a lot of runs. They're in the bottom 10 in terms of runs per game, and now they face a pitcher who's been in dominant form like Cole. That's tough to go against, especially on the road as well. This just doesn't set up well for the Guardians in this matchup. Furthermore, Cole faced these Guardians back on April 11th, and he went 7 strong innings and only gave up 2 earned runs, in which was an 11-2 victory for the Yankees in that one. So I expect to see the same thing here today, so give me the Yankees on the money line as my first leg of this 2-team parlay. Now, in the second matchup, we got Joe Ryan going for the Twins. He's another pitcher that I love backing in the right situation, and I see no better time than right now. The Twins, they did burn us over the weekend. If you were inside the Telegram, I put them out in a 2-team steamer with the Jays, and they lost to the Royals. But listen, this is our bounce back game right here, okay? The Twins, they face the White Sox, and the White Sox are sending Michael Kopech to the mound, and truthfully, he's been very dismal to start the year. He's 0-3 with a 7.01 ERA, and in his last 3 starts, he's given up 4 runs, 5 runs, and 3 runs, respectfully. So I don't think that's going to get that done against Joe Ryan, who's coming off a very strong 7-inning start in which he gave up 2 runs against the Yankees. And then overall so far this year, he has a 2.81 ERA and 36 strikeouts. So he's missing a lot of bats. He's not giving up a ton of runs, and that just does not fare well for a White Sox team who's sending one of their weaker starters to the mound with a higher ERA. And then you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I'm really always fading the White Sox some way, some form. And their bullpen is one of the worst in baseball. So because of that, it's really hard for me to go with any other team but the Twins. So give me the ace on the mound here for the Twins. We're going to parlay that with the Yankees on the money line to get us to about plus 151 odds or so. And if you want to pair it with Zach Gallen first half, then be my guest if you don't want to lay the minus 143 juice. But like I said, there are a few different combinations of these MLB games today that can really make you some money. So if you want to look at some of the 2-team, 3-team steamers that I'm going to be putting together today, make sure that you press the link below where I'm dropping my free Telegram group, and I have some of my other best bets and some of my live plays and other parlays that I'm taking. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Hopefully we can sweep the board today. Like I said, 4 straight winning days here, looking to make it 5 in a row. And even if it's just 2-1, I'm not mad at it. Why? Because it's a winning day. It's over 500, and you should be seeing your bankroll grow if you're taking these picks, especially because I'm giving you a lot of plus 100 odds values on these games. I'm not putting out picks in these videos a lot that are like minus 150 and minus 160, minus 140. That's costing you a lot if you do lose. So because of that, I want to make sure that if it does lose, you're not risking a whole lot of money, but also when it does win, you're able to literally double your money. You can see your money grow from there. So that's it for me today. Let's cash it in. Let's make some money. And as always, dictate your fate. And I'll see y'all inside the Telegram group and tomorrow. Good luck and let's make some money. Later.